And so if you're just joining us, I'm from New Hampshire. And when I was 6 years old, um, the one person I wanted to be more than anybody else was a girl. She was a classmate of mine in elementary school. She lived down the block. She was 6 years old too, and her name was Megan Craig, and that's her real name. I'm being respectful in the story. She was unbelievable, and when I was 6, my brother was 10, and he played for B.A. Roy in East Little League, the Little League team. And it was like a minor league. And, there's the majors, the minors. So he was in the 9 and 10-year-old team. And it was coached by Mr. Craig, Megan's father. And I would go to the games, every game. And I go with my parents, and we'd sit in the little bleachers with all the other parents. And it was lonely. It was just me and like all these adults. And my mom would try to cheer me up. I'd have my little baseball magazine. I always carried a baseball magazine, and I rolled it up. I always carried it around. And sometimes if I get bored, I'd look at it. But my mom would always go to the concession stand. When she'd come back, they had East Little League had the best English muffin pizzas. I should say, best pizza, period. I've been to New York City. I live here. I've had pizza. There's no comparison. It was so good, and I would eat it, and I'd have my magazine clutched in my hands, and I'd watch the game. And now Megan was the bat girl for the team. Megan was the bat girl for the team. So what that meant was if a player got a hit, a little leaguer got a hit, she would run and grab out of the dugout and grab the bat and bring it back. And I would study her and the way she did it and how she, I wanted that. I wanted to be that. But I never thought I'd get a chance. So one Saturday afternoon, we're driving. We got my brother in the backseat with me and my parents in the front. We're driving. My brother's got his uniform on. He's really excited. And we drive by the Craig's house. And when we went by, I saw Megan in the driveway, and she's just dressed normal. And my parents, I go, stop. And they stopped. I go, hey, Megan, aren't you going to the game? And she's like, no, it's my cousin's birthday. And I go, oh, okay. We'll see you. Bye. We're driving back, and my mind is blown. And we get to the game. We're sitting in the stands, and I know what I got to do. And I get down, I walk down the bleachers, and I walk down to the chain link fence in front of the B.A. Roy dugout. And I tell one of the players, I want to talk to Mr. Craig. Mr. Craig came out. I go, hey, Mr. Craig, how you doing? He's like, good, Adam. I go, I got to talk to you. And he goes, all right, there's a game. We're going to start a game here. I go, I got a second here. Yeah, I know Megan's not around. I just want to let you know, if you ever need like an assistant bat boy, I'm here for you. I'm here. I'm at every game. I'm sitting with all the adults. If you need an assistant bat boy, I'm here. Just saying. All right. And he looked very confused. And I waved to him. I went back and sat down. I had my little magazine. I'm looking through the magazine. My mom comes over. She's like, here you go, sweetheart. I go, oh, Ma, thank you. And I took a bite, like heaven. It was like biting heaven, like entering. It was so delicious. And then I hear on the PA system, it's like, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Wade, please report to the B.A. Roy dugout pronto. And my heart stopped, David. I was just so excited. I'm like, oh my, this can't be happening. So I have my magazine, and literally my hand was shaking holding the magazine, because I knew what the possibilities were. And I go over to the dugout, and Mr. Craig's there, and he's like, Wade, I was thinking it's a big game today. This is a big game. There's a lot on the line. Megan's not here. And you know what? I think we need, kid, an assistant bat boy. Would you want to do that? And I nodded calmly, and we went in, and I got to business, and I got all the bats laid out. I got ready to go. And I gave the kids in the dugout my magazine to look at, making friends. My brother was happy to see me. Matt, shout out to Matt Wade, Manchester. And it reeked like the smell of that dugout. It reeked like brand new, fresh, like bubble gum and like leather gloves. And it was like a magic area to be in, And I got to tell you, like, I'm not a bragger, but I did a pretty good job. And I got the bats. I brought them back. I got the bat. I wiped them down. I had a little, I would wipe them down nice. I had tissue. I always carried a lot of tissues. So I take out the tissues and wipe the bats. And you could tell, Mr. Craig and they were pretty impressed. So it was a close game. We're sitting in the dugout watching the game. We ended up winning. We ended up winning 7-6, BA Roy, and it felt really good. We celebrated. We're all excited. I got out. I went out and did the handshakes with everybody else, with the rest of the team, our team, and it was just great, and it was a true highlight of a day for me. And when it was over, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of sad, and I did everything I could do to be a good assistant bat boy. And I walked over to Mr. Craig and I said, Mr. Craig, thank you. Congratulations. It was a great win. And he goes, Wade, I got to tell you something. He called me Wade, which, he went from Adam to kid to Wade. And he goes, Wade, I got to tell you something. He goes, as an assistant bat boy, you got a lot of potential. And I'm like, I go, thank you, sir. And I instead of Mr. Craig, I called him. I go, thank you, sir. And he goes, and I was thinking, even when Megan comes back, I think, because sometimes she might get tired. You know what I mean? She's got to. There's a lot of kids are hitting on this team, so she's going out there grabbing a lot of bats. Why don't you stick around the dugout, and maybe you could take turns, and you can get the bat. Sometimes she can get the bat. But I think your spot, you've earned a spot in this dugout as our assistant bat boy. And I was like, coach, you're a good coach. I watch, you're a good coach, and you're smart. He goes, and also, Adam, there's just one thing I need you to do. There's the one big thing. And I go, Coach, what do you need? He goes, do not bring the baseball magazine back in here, because you brought in all the kids there. We want them to focus on the game, not on the magazine. So no more. I go, Coach, I'm no more. No more magazine. I'll leave it with my mom. She'll put it in a purse. No problem. I'm going to, before the game, I'm going to come back. I'll have my pizza. Okay. I'll come in and we're going to do a good game. We're going to do a good game. Okay. And I go, but you're a smart coach, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm smart. I go, you're smart. Yeah. You're a good coach. Thank you, Coach. And again, I'm going to brag a second time. Okay. East Little League is still in Manchester. They still have teams. There is never, and again, me, Dave, I like to put myself down. I like to kid around. There's never been a better assistant bat boy at East Little League in Manchester, New Hampshire. Assistant bat boy bat drop.
Adam Wade, everybody. Adam Wade, wow.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, Adam.
And shout out to the ladies at the East Little League concession stand. I mean, those English muffin pizzas were like,
I can't even imagine how good they were. Better than anything that you can find in the city.
Better. I've had John's Pizza. I've had Arturo's, Lombardi's. Nothing
can compare. Well, no, but I'm like, if you go to Naples, real Neapolitan pizza has the English muffin as its base, and I think true pizza aficionados
know that.
Yeah, they know that. Was Ed proud of you? Ed being your father, for people who don't know.
To be honest with you, my dad, and I have it. I mean, I don't have it on me, but my dad, I have it scanned. My dad wrote a letter when he was in the Army Reserves when I was 6 years old, and because he had to go for 2 weeks to Gettysburg. And in that letter, he says, "You are the best assistant bat boy." So yeah. That's like 100% true.
No, I know. I don't doubt it. That's adorable.
My dad told me that I was the best Little League.
Did you ever play baseball?
Yeah, I played. It couldn't
Like
hold a candle for that though. It couldn't hold a candle.
like
to
on,
that.
on an organized team, like, you know, little league stuff like that.
I
Did
played
you,
4 years. I played 4 years.
were you any good?
I don't know. You
Yeah, were you? I mean, because trust me, I didn't play baseball because I was all
Dave, I can, for some reason, like,
Yeah.
I just can't hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, were you any good at little league
I,
baseball? Okay,
I
fair
just
enough.
can't hear that. It's like a connection problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry that that's come through. Oh my gosh, well, that was our show for tonight.